Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPR's 4 replay. So on the top left side as Red Roost, we have Myriad. On the bottom right side as the Green Delhi Sultanate, we have Corvinus1. Since we do have a Roost player out on the field, let's switch out and add the Roost player selected so we can see his trade bounty. Bounty's at 95, finding some exotic doggos. Deer have been found here, deer have not been found here. Finds another wolf there, gaining an age Tier 1, and now do have, looks like both of the deer pauses have been cleaned on up. And does clean up the other deer, or wolf, another wolf as well, at 145. And he will make his way down here. We'll spot the deer, and there's 3 wolves in this region as well. This should give him a lot of trade bounty. We do have, looks like the Kremlin now being put on field. I just recognize the symbol. It's the only symbol I really recognize because the Kremlin is basically standard. Does find them, does get the tier 2, and if he gets this kill, if he gets both 4, that'd be 150, and now Green's going to try to take time and pick off Red Scout, but does not get him. Red Scout's now moving around, trying to spot a lot of stuff. And now the Scout's going to be running around. We do have this wood being collected, and thanks to the nearby Kremlin, he's able to get, of course, more wood drop off as well. So he has more food collection, more food wood drop off, as well as passive gold. Scouts receiving a bit of damage there from these other scouts. Red scouts are quite wounded. Green scouts are still quite healthy, and it looks like green scouts are turned around to engage. Green scouts should be able to win this, but do not have an early night here. Let's finish off that scout there. Is green scout needs to run away? Maybe into the town center. I think into the town center would be a good choice. And red scout does back out of the region. Another lumber mill hasn't built. He has 2 blacksmiths out. This one's not currently researching anything. That could change. It needs to change. And now we have this early night starting eye to push his way forward, trying to find engagement onto these villagers. The Red Scout does spot the lumber camp. And does get a good hit there. We do now have these forces falling back, and these forces are... does look like he tried to be shanked a little bit. The knight, of course, has a lot of hack armor, and the villager's knife only deals 6 damage, so they do 3 damage per hit against the early knight. And it will take a lot of stabs to kill him off. Now push on in, does get a kill there, does have now a defensive spearman in this region. This is a regular spearman, not a hardened spearman. Scout is now receiving some damage from this scout as well. The scout's down to 5 HP. The bonus damage is what, 10? Yeah, 10 versus scout. Oh yeah, I just realized scouts do bonus damage versus siege. So he needs some cheap guys to raid siege weapons. Build a scout. Yeah, that's a really horrible idea. The scout received a lot of fire there, and red scout does go down. Didn't get inside the Kremlin in time. Instantly spell summons all available militia to Captain Hunter. Oh yeah, it's in Axe. We do have these militia now advancing on forward. The spearmen are here to defend. And the militia are being focused on. They do have only 85 inherent health. Hardened spearmen right now have 90 health, as well as 8 damage. The militia has been stabbed to death. We do have this town center here. And did he claim boar? I think there is a dead boar carcass. It's probably underneath these villagers here. It's hard for me to click on it. I see the boar on the map, I just don't see the boar itself. You now have, looks like a horseman, early knight, as well as a scout in the region. And we've got these green forces sort of advance on forward. Green Scout does spot this horse here. The horseman sustained a lot of fire there. And now he's going to be eyeing to pull out some wall segments.
Скачу куда велено. Вельми поскоро. Направляюсь. Еду.
Some of these spearmen are seeing some fire there. They don't have a whole lot of health remaining. Green's position doesn't look that great. He's out of spearmen to hold back these knights. Now the knights are pushed way forward, and the scouts gain some hits as well. More of these archers advancing on forward. Trying to focus on the scout. Getting rid of that means he has reduced sight vision range. And now I do have the secret sight now captured on up.
Брань будет. Напрежь войни.
A number of archers now deployed out on the field. Over here, do have this early knight starting to push his way forward.
Слушайте все, напрежь поскору.
We've got the spearmen and archers maybe trying to eye and advance onto this region. Does have a scout in here to spot itself inside the forest. Red does not have a scout here, so these knights are going in blind. You do receive a lot of archer fire there.
Следуй наказам. Сделано будет. Напрежь поскору, в славе. Иду напред, готов яко угодно.
These forces trying to make their way forward. Archers and spearmen trying to finish off these wall segments.
Сделано будет.
And he will get it built up, but Red has a significant number of archers on the field. Focus on these spearmen. The Knights are trying to find their way forward. There's a big opening in the back, but of course doesn't see it. Knights trying to torch down some of these wall segments. It will take a bit of time. Red has right now 12 archers here. Green has 8. Let's pick off some of these archers there. You have 5 knights and archers still remain. Over here do have 1 Ghazi rider, 9 archers, 8 spearmen, a scout, and a scholar. Do have, it looks like only one area doesn't have a ghost set of walls. Spearmen, horsemen, or Ghazi riders advance forward. Does find a spear base there in some of these knights. Let's get a good shot there. Some of these spearmen are being cleaned on up. Archers advancing on forward with the spearmen now. Ghazi riders trying to hit these archers. Knights now receiving some hits from these spearmen, turning around trying to hit these archers. Green Scout is able to provide a good vision across this entire region. Ghazi riders focus on these archers. Knights are still alive. Some Green Spearmen are mostly killed off. Just looks like one remaining being focused on by the Knights. More Ghazi Raiders are pushing way forward. They of course do have a little bit of bonus damage versus heavy. Doesn't mean they're great against heavy, but they do at least a little bit better. So Green's overall, I think Green lost a bit more there. Red's now falling on back. I don't think he lost any of his knights there. We got another knight on the build queue. Yeah, Scholar's getting some much needed healing. First time that Ghazi Rider had no health remaining. Starting to finish off the rest of these walls. Green still has a scout here, so maybe he'll see this force that's coming. And now Red's trying to push it forward. Does spot these archers here, but does leave him vulnerable to a flank. Archers not being collapsed on in. Spearman trying to get some damage on here as well. One of the early knights do in fact go down. Scout here still plenty healthy. Has got a good charge there. Some of these Ghazi Riders are severely wounded, and now Green Spearman going down once again. Wolf fighting up Red. His parade bounty must be pretty high at the moment. He won't get the 500 on without the high trade house. So we may need an eye for that. Sounds like the wolf is still biting away. The wolf is still alive. And this boar is still alive. There it is. Red could take time to pick off that boar. It may be hard to see, but it's probably worth it. It gives him a nice little bit of gold immediately. We do got this wave of spearmen now pulling for militia. The militia has been too much idle. A lot of them about to go down. Or all of them went down. Compound defender has not been being pulled on the field, and without those militia, Red was going to rely on that militia, wasn't he? Got an engagement going on. Green does have a good number of militia here. Now we do have the spearmen and Gosrad is charging forward. Archers just trying to get as much damage as they can. They need to focus down on those archers. Spearmen getting focused down by Red. Very, very good. And that looks like Red's going to be advancing forward, going perhaps in on Green's archers. Green's horsemen is still, or Ghazi Raiders, still trying to gauge Red's archers. Overall, he's not in great position. He is now in Castle Age. He's getting out some Lancers as well, which will be a solid unit against all of his forces. The early Knights will be an individual disadvantage. And that wolf does manage to kill off one of the villagers. We do also appear to have some man-at-arms being poured out on the field as well. Red's army making an advance. The town center is garrison, firing off some arrows. Of course, it does do 7 damage per shot. More of the early Knights are advanced on forward. We do have siege engineers now being researched. He's going to try to pull out some battering rams the front line. Ghazi Raiders getting some great damage on these villagers. There's a lot of exposed villagers here. He's going to need. He does bring in this militia there to protect them. Green has a force over here. There's still a significant force over here. His siege engineers is almost complete. He's going to need to pull out some battering rams. He's still in feudal age. Let's see. Only 2 Lancers has been pulled on the field and not getting anything else. He has not enough gold at the moment. He only has 1 sacred site worth of gold income. As the amount of Lancers pushing forward, a lot of these early Knights are very wounded, so they do get focused down. Lancers now trying to hold the line. Green's archers being focused on down. A lot of Reds and Knights are also severely wounded. Green's archers being focused down. These villagers are being spotted there. He does not have the town site fully garrisoned. But overall, looks like the Green's Lancers and men-at-arms will manage to hold the line. Only the Green's men-at-arms remain. Does have a couple crossbows here, as well as a villager doing something. Not sure exactly what. That's got another early Knight before falling on back. Militia. Not sure what the Ghazi Raiders may have went up here, but I don't think they're alive anymore. The militia are not pushing forward. The militia are now down. Man-at-arms pushing forward, getting some good kills there, and now the man-at-arms will be overrunning these archers. Man-at-arms right now has 5 pierce armor. The archers have 7 damage. And now Green's going to be eyeing for a 4 to keep. It's not going to be pleasant. There's too many archers in this region, and Knight's getting some great damage as well. He needs to cancel that keep before to get as much of a refund as he can, because those villagers can't get in there. Green also is severely lacking villager counts compared to his opponent as well. Man-at-arms is still going around, getting some great damage. Crossbowman just falling back, trying to avoid the archer fire. Green, of course, is getting the village fortress. Once he gets that, he can use every single keep he builds as a way to reduce additional villagers.
Что
Early
делаете?
nights. He still does not have castle HP research. He has enough gold for it, just not enough food. He's trying to get out this keep. Animals are having trouble doing all these knights, and now he's just going to go for doing the keep. He's going to lose a lot of villagers. Does fall back there. He's going to try to bring them towards the men-at-arms. He doesn't have any spearmen here. Does have a crossbow. Crossbow is about to go down. Crossbow does go down. And the knights are sustaining a bit too much damage from these men-at-arms. Oh, now's the time to maybe try to go for a conversion. Green has half the village count compared to his opponent at the moment. Now I do have the high trade house being pulled on the field. Over here, that is a lot of trees there. That should... And gets the knight. Doesn't look like he got anything there. Keeps almost built.
Илить, что делаете?
Now we got multiple relics falling back. That'll give him a nice little bump in his income. He definitely needs every single bump in his income right now since he's very, very low in economy. He's going for more lancers now. Oh yeah, that's early night as well. This is part that's really confusing. It's confusing the crap out of me, but he has lancers, and of course this is the early night he has captured. Got a defensive number of man-at-arms. His opponent's still pulling out some more knights. And the village fortress has another 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. Once he gets that up and going, he can get his villager count reproducing quite quickly. Until that point. We've got a hunting cabin over here. How much is a high trade house paying off? 222 gold. That is about, what? The base villager income is 45 per minute, so that's probably almost 5 villagers worth of free gold. A continuous gold generation. Plus the extra bit of deer, which not only provides a good amount of source of food, but also just a little bit of gold generation. The wolf does go down there finally. He employs now the max out trade bounty. Probably. Oh, 400. So still actually pretty bit far away, but given enough deer spawned by the high trade house, he will get it up, and then it will generate a little bit more gold. Knights pushing way forward. We've got some of these farms in this region. He does spot the keep. He does 14 damage, which does get some good damage onto these knights. At the handful of men-at-arms here, they could be overrun by these knights. Men-at-arms now charging forward. There's more keeps here, and now he does have the villager production now. Men-at-arms will be cleaned on up. Not sure where Green's army is currently at. He deploys out another keep, designed for just mass keeps for alternative town centers. They only cost 640, so that's dirt cheap. Actually, overall cheaper than town centers, so that's why you usually see a whole lot of keeps for the Delhi Sultanate. Now he has a good source of new village production. He just needs offense is the best defense, killing off a good number of villagers there with his lancers and early knight. And now we got the Imperial Age for the Delhi Sultanate. It may be a little bit of risk going for that. He needs the food for villager production. Now we've got the Masada now being put on field. And which one did he go for? There it is, compound oh no, that's not that one. This just provides If you can now build stone wall, gates, towers, reduce stone cost of buildings and placements. That's why he got that for all of the, that's what's causing the keeps to be much cheaper. Let's see, where's the other one then? It's right in front of me, isn't it? Tower Victory. Oh wait, it's right here. Palace of the Sultanate. That does give him access to the automatic production of Sultan's elite tower elephants, which I believe have hand cannoneers in the back, if I remember correctly. And he's garrisoning up 4 skulls on the inside to get increases production rate. Looks like right now it's about 2 minutes per elephant. We do also have a warrior monk in this combat group. Multiple mosques have been pulled on out. And I'm starting to go for the biology upgrade first to increase the max health. This goes on advancing forward, does take out 1 villager there. He has 3 relics on the side, may want to go with the Tide Swan to get a little bit of extra resources. Villagers need to start getting inside this keep. Can't be losing any villagers. He's doing a good job of getting more back, but does lose some of the villagers there. There's a significant number of archers, crossbowmen, and early knights here. But right now he's sort of slowly getting whittled down by the town centers. Oh crap! He does not get it. Green has no army really at the moment. He has 10 scholars trying to go for the elite elephant. And now we do have New Age begins. And they immediately just saw a bunch of elephants just got built out. So we do got 3 elite elephants somewhere. Or does it count as 3? Now it counts as 3 population. Does go and grab that relic there. Very nice. He still has 3 relics over here. So does it count as 3 on this menu? Because it went from building 1 to immediately pulling out 3, so that may be the case. Likely these are models in a garrison, like a half track in a couple years too. A mounted playstyle, undegarrisonable. They do have hand cannoneers to do ×2, 35 damage each. I'm not sure why there's a bunch of villagers there for green, torching down the keep or trebuchet there, but he must have been a bit desperate there. I do got the tower elephant push way forward. 2 hand cannoneers are a powerful item. Getting some great damage there. Now it's trying to crawl away. The next elephant will be available for another 15 seconds. The elephants are very, very durable. I don't know if they can get inside the keep. Looks like he doesn't get inside the keep if he could. And he may want to get that keep prepared up before pushing it forward. He still has less inferior number of villagers. Does get another tower elephant. He may want to get chemistry out as soon as he can. Do not have a single battle ram pushing forward. What Imperial Age 1 did he go for? That's the Kremlin. High armory, pretty standard. He's going for the Wandering Town, giving health regen through his battering rams. Crossbow and all of the swords start advancing forward. Does get the village inside the keep. It's great damage there. Do now have the elephant now advance forward. The battering ram does have 50 pierce armor. I wonder if the husk can hit the battering ram. And it looks like it can. The hand cannoneer does fire shots. Does consider keep as well. Hand cannoneers do fire against the battering ram. And does get take out that one. Over here, you got the early or elite knights pushing forward. Gets good damage there. Does get a villager. Now we've got the tower elephants pushing me back. Going for a big, massive number of elephants with a lot of scholars. Going for now a pair of war elephants. He has now 2 of the elite Sultan elephants. He also has gotten some cannon placements around these keeps as well. This keep is now being repaired on up. We'll see he's at pop cap. He's only at 120 max population on his bonus. Can go up to 190. These elephants are very, very durable. The best thing you can use against them is probably regular horsemen, since they do go in versus range. Now I do get the war elephant to put on the field. Doesn't do anything fancy other than just stab things. The cannon placement on this keep is getting some shots there on the wooden fortress. And I do got a very, very large number of battery rams now being pulled on out. You got a good number of power elephants now on the field. He's slow generating more. He still has less villagers opponent. Getting some good damage there. Battery and something before. One of them's garrisoned up with something. I think it's filled maybe with some spearmen. The war elephants are classified heavy melee, so crossbow will do extra damage to them. Elephants not making their advance. Wonder, is this classified armor heavy or light, or just neither? I don't see anything that will classify as heavy. Elephants not pushing it forward. Does have a good number of trophy and crossbowmen to deal with the war elephants. Got a lot of elephants here, including some ones armed with crossbows. They do bonus hit, which is heavy, while the cannoneers one just going to do damage. Also, Sultanate now seems to fire lots of fire from these battery rams. Likely will go down. Crossbowmen and trophy are falling back. Some of these war elephants starting to go on down. Does go down now. Now we've got the elephants now battering down some of the melee infantry, or some of the ranged infantry. And he's continuing to batter down this palace. And he's starting to focus on some of these battering rams. Trolls are still getting some good damage on it. If they manage to just stay still, of course they get access to the, the static replacement. Do not gotta keep being pulled up by red. Will be interrupted by the reinforcements pushing forward. Just got a large number of elephants here. Battery still coming forward, poking more holes in the Sultan's palace. These battery rams are not being cleaned on up. There's a scout there. Red's not eyeing for this keep. Elephants do bonus damage versus buildings. Now we've got a pair of bombards. I don't know how effective bombards are versus elephants, but they need to continue firing. Looks like they may be decently effective versus elephants. The keep does go down there. There's a lot of elephants now put on the field. It doesn't have a whole lot of military force in the field, getting more and more stealthy. Sultanate's almost gone and rebuilt. There's currently 4 hand cannoneers, 6 crossbow ones, and 3 stabby ones. Another keep now trying to go on up. It does have 2 bombards here. High armory does, let's see, he has not gotten fine-tuned guns just yet. I suppose plus 50% damage versus infantry is not really going to be helpful. And cannoneers or bombards now trying to withdraw from this region. Does have good force here. Multiple bombards now deployed on out. Let's see how effective bombards are. I'm trying to figure out which one they're focusing down. Let's see some damage there. Their range, remember these bombards also have 40 pierce armor, so they can stand quite a bit, including from the hand cannoneers. So they actually should be reasonable as long as they stay out of melee range. The keep does go down now. Stealthy spearmen are good advance on forward. We've got one warrior monk as well. But he may not have the greased axles upgrade to get these guys bombards moving faster. They're trying to do fire against these elephants. They do get some of them down. Chelsea now they're trying to hold the line. Spearmen trying to get some damage on in. elephants start going down. They're trying to headbutt some of these siege weapons. Kremlin not firing away. He has to deploy the Kremlin. He does have 18 militia spots there. He just needs a whole bunch of stuff to throw in front of him. There's the militia. Probably when he got to the Kremlin, he was like, oh yeah, I can block the militia. And here comes the militia. They do, of course, bonus damage versus cavalry. They're starting to stab down these war elephants. One bombard does go down. He still has 3 remaining. The rest of these war elephants are going to be overran by the militia. These Myriad now advance on forward, trying to deal with these war elephants now. Got another keep here. That war elephant has gone down now. Greens keep now seeing some fire. Looks like the wooden force is also an upgrade of spring bone replacement. Green has lost some villagers there. Does have another wave of elephants there. And the Palace Sultanate has been re-garrisoned. You could also take time and start queuing up a bunch of elephants. Even if they had max population, they could at least be stored up. It's going for more Ghazi riders. Still got oops, that the militia just went down there. That is a Sniffenmal's army now gone. Protein now advance forward. Does get some braces there. Villagers starting to advance forward, trying to torch down these bombards. Of course, the bombards can't get inside the garrison. Villagers are being picked on off. Streltsy firing away. Got more bombards here. Ghazi Raiders charging forward. Remember, Ghazi Raiders do not do bonus damage versus siege like other horsemen. So these bombards are a bit more safe around. We do have these villagers advancing forward, trying to go for another keep here. War elephant still pushing way forward. He does have a couple handful of militia he could deploy on outfield. Bombards being overran by these war elephants, or elephants in general. The Reds right now just having trouble remaxing. He has plenty of resources, can't produce them fast enough. He needs to get the militia out and going as well. Some of these farms started getting overran. Villager's going to get stabbed. He has some traders out in the field, so he's starting to die that gold. He doesn't have much gold income. He still actually has decent gold income. Takes all the hunting cabins. Now these elephants starting to trample the crops. This will give Red some time to reinforce. The Kremlin has 3 charges to keep one out. All these farms have gone down. He has plenty of wood to get them replaced. Militia now charging forward, trying to deal with the war elephants first. Now the war elephants are seeing quite a bit of damage now. Doesn't look good for the Roost player. He's lost. He's just going to hold back the elephants. It feels like elephants are just way too population efficient for what they do. For 3 population, they have the war elephants have 13,000 HP. Not 13,000, 1,300 HP. I suppose compared to say Royal Knights, it's a similar amount, but they do have a really good damage output in general. And the Roost player does back out the game now. This is Amgrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.